Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to TXW Sacrifice. And just 1 week away is the last CPV event for WWE 12. It's TXW's Ultimatum, and with a short amount of time that we've had to get prepared for the CPV for you guys, it's going to be a hell of a night. And the first match we're going to take a look at is Omega Lee taking on Dion Diamond for the TXW Internet Championship. And these guys have had some sort of rivalry with each other ever since TXW returned. Both of these men teamed up to win the #1 contendership for the Internet Championship. But right after the match, Omega Lee turned on Dion Diamond, trying to make a statement for himself. But I don't think Dion is going to be let over as a pushover here at TXW and looks to win the Internet Championship at Ultimatum against Omega Lee. And this is one of the fans' favorites right here, folks. AC Arthurs takes on global champion Ace Whistler for a shot at his championship, and all the fans are behind AC Arthurs. The young Brit has got such a following in such a short amount of time. Can Gen-wise on Ace Whistler, the man who says he should be president of the United States, defend against such a fan favorite? We're going to find that out on Ultimatum, folks, when they clash for the first time ever one-on-one for the Global Championship. And ladies and gentlemen, just decided tonight, Cody Chase, Jacoby Vengeance, Mr. Money in the Bank will go one-on-one for the World Heavyweight Championship at Ultimatum. These guys have never met before, but Jacoby Vengeance is a decorated TXW superstar, while Cody Chase, the former leader of B2C, joined TXW and will now take on Mr. Money in the Bank, Jacoby Vengeance, for the World Heavyweight Championship at Jacoby's very first World Heavyweight Championship matchup. So this one should be an exciting one, folks. And finally, Shannon Silvera and Baron Bishop will collide. Baron Bishop jumped Silvera last week on TXW Sacrifice and cost him his opportunity at the TXW World Heavyweight Championship in the tournament with his match against Jacoby Vengeance. Remember, folks, Baron Bishop has only been a signed TXW superstar for hell the past hour. I mean, Bishop just won his contract here, and this is the impact he has made already. Could this be the man to possibly put it in to Shannon Silvera? We're going to find that out at Ultimatum, folks, and we're going to find out the answer to all of these matches. And let me tell you what, even with the short amount of time we've had for the build-up to this match card, it is going to be phenomenal. And ladies and gentlemen, right now, the main event. Ace Whistler making his way out to ringside here now. The global champion going to be teaming up with one of the #1 contenders for the Internet Championship, Omega Lee, to take on the Gate City God, Shannon Silvera, and Omega's opponent for Ultimatum, Dion Diamond. This should be a good one. As Whistler is coming off of his win last week to become the global champion. That's right, folks. Whistler just became the global champion last week on Sacrifice when he won the 4-man Battle Royal to become the global champion. So this is going to be definitely a test for Ace Whistler to see if he's championship material. I mean, if he loses the Ultimatum, he's only had a 2-week reign. That's definitely not going to look good for himself and Gen-Y. Here comes a man that's been looking to make a statement for quite some time. Omega Lee calls himself the most anticipated superstar in all of CAW. Omega has proved to be dominant here at TXW for a short amount of time that he's been here. He started a tag team with Eli Edmond, the Elite Connection. They had a tag team title shot at Final Testimony 3, but ultimately fell short. And Omega Lee has said in many interviews, and I quote, Eli was the problem. And so far, it looks like that Omega may be right, because as we've seen in his singles competition so far, Omega Lee is, I hate to sound cliche, but a beast. Omega Lee is a great singles competitor. He has broken out from that tag team mold that we've seen him form himself into. So Omega Lee could very well be the next Internet champion at Ultimatum. But he has to get through Dion Diamond first, and you can best bet that Dion Diamond is angry after what happened last week on Sacrifice. Hell, you could see last week on Uprise when Diamond beat Billy Grave in only about a minute and a half. You could see the anger from Dion Diamond. I mean, as you can see by Diamond, sure, he likes to joke off, but this guy's a serious competitor. I mean, all jokes aside, Diamond is a great technical wrestler. He's a great mat wrestler. A lot of great submission holds. A lot of great technical moves. Diamond, he's a great upcoming superstar here at TXW. And we actually seen Diamond at the start of his career have so many obstacles and so many problems. I mean, Diamond was almost the next Shameless here at TXW with so many losses on his record before he finally picked up a win. But he turned things around for his career, and he turned around for the better, and now he's the #1 contender for the Internet Championship and could possibly be the champion come Ultimatum. But folks, we are going to have to wait a week for that answer. But the answer we won't have to wait for is who is going to be winning this tag team matchup tonight and build some momentum going into Ultimatum. And here comes the Gate City God right now, folks. The man that was attacked by Baron Bishop last week and had his chances at the World Heavyweight Championship snatched right from under his nose. And Silvera tweeted earlier on this week that his ribs were bruised from the brutal attack that Baron Bishop delivered upon him last week after his matchup with Jacoby Vengeance. Baron came out, cost him the match with Jacoby Vengeance, and threw a steel chair in the ring. Jacoby, of course, becoming the ultimate opportunist for the moment, hitting Silvera over the head with a chair, picking up the victory as he would move on to face Jack Renegade tonight, which obviously Vengeance beat Renegade, and I mean beat Renegade earlier on in the night, and got his chance at Ultimatum for the World Heavyweight Championship. But I don't think that's what's on Silvera's mind right now. I think what's on Silvera's mind is going into Ultimatum to face this behemoth of a man that we now know as Baron Bishop, the man who wasn't even a signed TXW superstar that made an impact here so far in the short time that he's been here. This match is underway, ladies and gentlemen. Dion Diamond, Ace Whistler starting off. Diamond looking to start strong with a snapmare and a fist drop right onto the global champion's face. Ace Whistler needs to pick up a win in this matchup and build some momentum, going to take on the fan favorite AC Arthurs at Ultimatum, and Whistler reversing with a neck breaker right there. Nicely done by Gen Y's own Ace Whistler. Whistler calls himself the pace-setting ace of Call, saying he is setting the pace for all superstars like himself that are coming in trying to make a big name for themselves. And Whistler has did a pretty good job of that so far. Whistler, a former United States champion, a former Universal champion, and now a global champion. Ace Whistler in trouble as Diamond looking to pull off some of those technical maneuvers I was speaking about earlier. Look at that cloverleaf lock right there on Ace Whistler. Diamond looking to show off, trying to get the fan support, dancing around with the fist thrown right in Ace Whistler's face. And this is the Dion Diamond that we might see at Ultimatum, the confident, the energetic, the pumped up Dion Diamond. Whistler getting it taken to him right now as Diamond going low on those legs with a chop block right there. Like I said, Diamond, a very technical mat wrestling superstar. With a lot of moves from Dion Diamond. A lot of moves that could potentially hurt you, both the colliding, but no one being knocked down in the mad nice uppercut from Ace Whistler. And the wheel kick, taking down Dion Diamond. Silvera and Omega still waiting for a tag on the apron as Whistler and Diamond are both going at it. Nice backside slam from Whistler, trying to maybe even up the technicality in this matchup. Whistler actually a pretty good technical superstar himself. So these guys are definitely putting on an entertaining one-on-one matchup. They have a similar style that we've seen before here in TXW. And there you can see it right there, the arm trap neck breaker from Ace Whistler. Nice technical move from Ace Whistler. Looking to tag in Diamond's Ultimatum opponent, Omega Lee. And you can best bet your ass that Omega Lee is loving this right now, getting ready to get involved in this matchup as he's tagged in an elbow right to the face of Dion Diamond. But Diamond trying to make a comeback. Nice dragon screw. Diamond off the rope, looking for something on a hip toss as it's countered by Omega Lee and a knee right to the face. And Diamond going to have to try and get to his tag team partner and make a tag out to Silvera. A nice big boot in the corner. Diamond getting pumped up. Put a little bit of a shuffle over there on Omega. Silvera tagged in. Omega in the corner. Shots to the gut. The kicks from Shannon Silvera. And that's what you're going to have to watch when you take on the Gate City God. Those lethal kicks. Silvera's got some of the most punishing kicks I have ever seen in all of CAW. Silvera making a quick tag back into Dion Diamond, and a back body drop over both men, crashing down below to the mat. Omega Lee definitely going to wake up and feel that one in the morning. Off the rope, Diamond ducks as he comes back, a big time chop. Double back chop from Dion Diamond, a rope break as Diamond goes for the cover. Omega going to get out of that one. Diamond throwing him back to Silvera. Nice chop. Another chop in the corner. Omega trying to fight Diamond off though. Trying to fight that showsmanship off. And a nice takedown. The knee again. Planted into the face of Dion Diamond. Diamond needs to probably get a tag into Silvera here, but he can't seem to do it. Nice! Takes him over. Look at this back and forth technical wrestling from Dion Diamond and Omega Lee in the corner again. And here comes the Gate City God for the second time in this matchup. His first time was short-lived, and another one of those back body drops. Silvera going to have to watch those ribs, though. Going on the springboard, missing the cross body, and that was what I was talking about. You can see that Silvera's ribs are taped up. He's got bruised ribs, as he tweeted earlier in the week, and if he's not careful, they could end up broken or further damaged, and that's not going to be good going into Ultimatum with his match for Baron Bishop. Silvera throwing him in the turnbuckle, trying to get some offense created here. Omega with another one of those bulldogs taking the Gate City God down. And look at the kicks thrown in the ribs of Shannon Silvera. Omega Lee definitely going to be targeting those bruised ribs of Silvera's. And that's one thing he's going to have to watch out for in this matchup. Beautiful reverse DDT going for the cover on Omega Lee. Leg hook, shoulders to the mat, but only a 1 count. Silvera definitely known inside of the ring. He knows where he's at. He knows his surroundings. And he's going to definitely have to watch Omega Lee. And those bruised ribs of his. And now, oh my God, the spine buster down to the mat. That's definitely going to affect those bruised ribs in a late 2 count. As Silvera powers out, but you can see him holding those ribs. Silvera's got to try and get out. Yeah, you can see he's going for a tag for Diamond, I think. Shots to the gut. Looking for another one, but Omega blocks it and throws him down. Omega Lee looking for something. Got the, looks like a cloverleaf. Yeah, going for the cloverleaf. Silvera going to fight his way after this. And these are definitely affecting the bruised ribs of Shannon Silvera as he's trying to fight out of it, and he does. Omega Lee thrown towards the corner. Raking the eyes. Omega trying to get any kind of offense he can. Nice corkscrew kick right there connecting. Silvera trying to pick up the pieces here. Trying to come back in this matchup as he's affected by those ribs. Omega Lee destroys Silvera right up and over the top rope. And Silvera to the outside, the double knees. Planted into the chest of Omega Lee. Silvera taking a lot of high risk in this matchup, even though he's injured. And that's just the type of competitor that Shannon Silvera is. Big boot to the skull of Omega Lee. Both men back into the ring now. And here come those lethal kicks again. But Omega not wanting to see him as he counters with a belly-to-belly suplex. Silvera got to get a tag out to Diamond and watch himself. Flying clothesline from Omega Lee. Silvera coming to. Omega with the advantage. Looking for something. Oh, knee right to the head. Getting out of that sticky situation. Omega was looking for the suplex, I think. But oh, there we go. One of the patent maneuvers of Shannon Silvera, that corner enziguri, and now he is pumped up. The Gate City God is fired up, stalking for the city key, but here comes Ace Whistler, saving Omega Lee from a Carolina death trip. Dion Diamond, Ace Whistler in the ring right now. All hell is broken loose. And now Omega trying to fight back from whatever he can, and the CDT out of nowhere. Omega Lee hit with the CDT, going for the cover, hooks the leg. 1, 2, can this be it? No! Folks, we gotta take a quick commercial break. We'll be back in just a second. Stay tuned for more of this match.